Hello everyone, welcome back to Fibelheim and Iratus, Lord of the Dead. The Unfrozen redemption has made it to the very end. The 5 floors of the video game have been conquered, and now we face the wrath of the Necromancer. The cemetery is the DLC floor, and it can be quite a challenge. Some may even say unfair. The Unfrozen have proven far stronger than I could have ever hoped, but are they strong enough for what awaits in this sacrosanct land? Let's find out. If you enjoyed this series as it reaches its climax, feel free to like the video. It does help out the channel. And now, for one of the greatest speeches of all time.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Had to slaughter a couple thousand armored meat bags on my way here, but you know how it is. After all, how could I forget my beloved foes, Oh, I was thinking of having a little party to celebrate my victory, and I came here to hand out your invitations personally. You who once defied me and imprisoned me will now call me Master. Obey! What is the meaning of this?
You have done well. The potential for corruption lies in all life. And when it grows too great, only the Avatar of Death can provide the cure. This once noble order has become a poison for the soul and a blight upon the land. And now that it is gone, life can begin anew. Return to your grave, for your work here is done.
You aim to deny me my rightful kingdom?
Yours will be a kingdom of peace. Your name will be honored and feared until you are needed again. Take my offer, Necromancer, or resist. Your fate is already woven.
Fate? A Necromancer knows much about fate. Would you like me to tell you what it is? Death. It is the inescapable end that awaits all mortals. Especially the sanctimonious idiots who presume to use me. I am nobody's puppet. I am the puppet master, and in death you will all dance upon my strings.
So be it. Let us witness the repeat of history.
An unfamiliar power swept through the cemetery where heroes of yore were laid to rest. The ground trembles in its wake as the souls of the exalted were called back from their repose. Together as one, a new army rose up against the arch-necromancer, unlike the corrupt mortals and beasts he has thus far faced. Hailing from a different age, returned in their prime, all the heroes of old have returned. Myths and legends coming to stand side by side as the final bulwark against death. But even they might not withstand against Iratus and the power he has attained, wearing both darkness and terror like a fine cloak as he treads upon the land. Fitting that it would all end on a grave, and as the stranger vanishes, only his words remain echoing in the Necromancer's mind, further fueling the flame of his eternal ire. The final floor That bug still remains. It's probably never going to get fixed, but there's a bug where there's no audio after the cutscenes, which is fine. Oh my, this is a fun floor. The dreaded hoplite. Or excuse me, this is a peculiar composition of foes. Yes, welcome to the cemetery. This is, as mentioned several times now, the DLC floor. And what makes it special is it has a reoccurring theme throughout the whole thing. I kind of want to just rip this. If I can slow him down.
Perish.
Hey, look at that.
Death predestined.
That theme is that every single unit has a feature that goes into effect when you slay them. The healer, after dying, restores vigor and sanity to all allies equal to a percentage of its attack, and the dreaded hoplite here, when killed, reduces damage allies take by 10% till the end of combat, cannot be removed. Now, another fun thing about the dreaded hoplite is he has a 100% redirection. So if I wanted to pull this healer, I would not be able to do so. That is against my power. I might just go into the cube here. Actually, that could be a little dangerous, because if the hoplite attacks Ragnarok, he'll shank Niflheim. But I guess if he does that anyway, it would happen, right? So basically what I'm saying is we have to just get through this guy before we can do anything else.
Terror will overflow.
I mean, the damage output is good. Now, one thing about the healer, don't let his name deceive you. His healing is based off of his attack value, which is very high. So he has one attack, and this can catch you off guard. Look at, it's almost 100 damage. So in this floor, block and ward really is king.
Ah, your frail bodies fail you.
Maybe I should have used Rain of Gore, but let's try this out. Ah. Boo. Yeah, this is really the test of this. Everything has come to this moment. And for better or for worse, they do a great job of putting it all on the table here.
A sad display for mortal kind.
Unholy water. This is the Bane Aura Plus. The Ring of Decay. Now, we have a sauced amount of materials, so I really hope we can find the tongue. So I might just super prioritize the Ancient Coffins. We might just, like, hard run it down for them. I remember a couple of the quests on this floor, and I gotta be honest, they're not overly impressive. It looks like I can hit 2 quests, regardless of whatever path we take. I also see a very juicy path with like 4 coffins and 2 quests. I think I'm going to have to take that team. Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. All right. Cool. Glad we had that discussion. So I think we're going to go around town here. We'll hit this, and then we'll go like so. Sound good? Great. Now, we don't really need any more artifacts, I don't believe. The ring is good, though.
A dark collecting.
Now, we are currently using the Ring of the Cruel Leprechaun. I suppose we can keep using that. The ring that we just picked up, if you combine it with the horn, that is naturally 22 wrath per turn, which is just obscene, really. It's the only description. The only apt descriptor. So, fun fact, if you attack this one, it gets chained all the way to the front.
There will still be enough left to reanimate.
The hoplites have ruined many a good day for me. They are weak to use. Okay, it's fine.
End of magic.
We'll just pop his ward and move on.
My dispassionate executioners.
They have ruined many good runs for me, but that's okay. Because we have the tools to make them suffer. Is there a world where I delay with a Ragnarok? I kind of want to do this. You know what? Let's just do it. Maybe this kills? Ah, not quite. unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit of overkill. I could delay. He's going to die to poison. Okay. Ow. Rude. And thus begins the damage. The pain. Suffering. Double kill. But yeah, that's
this world will be mine.
Not what we expect. Just get poked down by little spears. Oh, look at that, a fountain. How convenient. Oh, that is a really... Is it just me or is that a really early Amazon? Now, I'm thinking about going for the Amulets of Perfection. I don't think I have ever actually used it. But if we are going to do it, then we want to make sure everything is at least green. For everyone. But it might give us just a little bit more support for our frontline. Because both of their healing mechanisms, and for Carnania defense, relies on their max HP pool. Oh, this is annoying. Wow. This is when a FOD would be great. FOD would be fantastic here, in fact. Because the Amazon is in the middle position. She's redirecting it to the hoplite. So Ragnarok can't pull anyone. Do you go back at all? I don't think so. Maybe. Alright, we'll see. The Amazon is the 2-pip unit for this floor. Fantastic. Well, sort of. She's in a stance that whenever a minion moves, she attacks it. Now, all things considered, that's not that big of a deal. I'm not that bothered by it because I don't plan to move. And I don't believe either of these sods can make me move. So that's nice.
Give them no mercy.
I am down to interrupt her still. Nice crits. Rude. Yoink. She can't be moved, so that's fine. Do we enter the cocoon? Or do we spit on that thing? Ah, yes, of course. You have no defenses, so we'll just hit you.
You will soon embrace your new existence.
As a double hit unit, the Amazon has a bucket load of HP. I'm on fire. And with the bucket load of HP, of course, comes greatness. What am I supposed to do? What's a man supposed to do? I mean, I could go for the bone obelisk and see what happens. That's not the bone obelisk. I misclicked, and then when I clicked again, it was attacking. That's my bad. At this point, why don't I just kill it? Whatever.
Monuments of murder.
That works. In fact, that works quite well. Because now I can attack you and hit you both. I mean, arguably, I should have... He's not going to do it, is he? I'm a believer.
Cool and deadly.
If he lived at 1 and then threw the flask and one-shot Niflheim, I might have lost my... I might have lost it. That's okay. We made it in the end. We use the Rain of Gore. Big damage. Big damage.
One more for the stockpiles.
Very nice.
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be done purging the world ahead of schedule.
I never finished my thought for the Amazon. She's a 2-pip unit, of course, can't move. She has that stance where if you move, she'll shoot you. But she also has max accuracy. I believe the elite Amazon has 200% accuracy. Meaning that you cannot evade her at all. Ever. Never. So if you're doing an evasion build, she kind of shuts that down pretty quickly. Just keep that in mind, you know? Digger Souls! More bits and bobs. So what would, the golden rose. I see. Yeah, the Amulet of Perfection wouldn't be a bad addition over this, just to provide some more defense, but I think we're okay. If we face my arch nemesis, I may slot it in. I think that's actually a great answer to him. If and when the time comes. So this is the Viking. When he dies, he gives everyone 10% attack, and he gains +1 attack for each 5% missing sanity or vigor. So he's like the Berserker, but twice over. There is a world where I open up with the web. I don't think that's the world we live in, but I want you to know that it exists. This might be a delay. I could pull the hoplites. Does that change what you do? He has to do this. I'm interested. This idea is tantalizing. Technically, the healer is unprotected now. Technically. But I don't think we really want to be ripping it.
Death predestined.
Boop, boop, boop. Bibbity bobbity. I could delay here to see what happens. Sure. Ow.
Ooh, this one voided its bowels just as it died.
There's a reality. Is this? I think this is. I don't remember what the voice line is, but it's time for Battle Eternal.
Blood and vigor.
I guess that tracks. The reason why I believe it was time for that is because we really needed everyone else to be healed up.
My kingdom comes.
Oh, I needed you to do this. These two were too low. The healer could have 100% killed Carnania there.
As worthless as you were in life, you will be worth something in death.
Okay. We're healing. Oh, you can't slow. We could hasten. What are you at? 9? Yeah, we could hasten here. Which I think is the play. Hopefully I don't regret this.
Ah, your frail bodies fail you.
Cool. Perfect. Perfect. Nice. Then you need to chill. With our current lineup, it actually helps out a lot that, oh, what do we do here?
Grizzlies.
This guy chose to attack the backline because we had a block ready to go. Okay. Damage.
Another step towards my eternal kingdom.
Oh, alrighty. Damage. Damage. Soon. Soon, my beloved. Show me the tongue. Oh. None of these. This is garbage. The Halo of Chaos is funny, but this is like an early game item that you just slot in. And the Coward's Foot. Minion performs an additional action in round 1.
Amazing what they just leave lying around.
Double Amazon, huh? There is an argument to be made that the Coward's Foot is good for the Widow. In fact, I've just made that argument to myself. It's going in over her Venom. The Venom spikes, we're not using her for the Venom spikes. We're not multiplying off debuffs. We're not really poisoning people to death. It's just convenient damage that's nice. I think this is the play. I think we slot in this foot and see what happens. Oh, we're max resistance. Oh yeah, I forgot you can get this. Oh yeah, we need to get blocking word for you. Faux show. Cool. Alrighty. Double Amazon. A peculiar lineup, but we'll take it. Oh, you go twice, like immediately twice. Okay. Because they're double pip units, unfortunately our Unfrozens are a little out of position, but that's okay.
Grizzly salute.
You could argue that it should have been Grasp into Reign of Gore. I would accept that.
End of magic.
Dispel, Loki, best ability in the game.
Hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
There's the Venom is going to stack a lot slower now, but that's okay. Is this moving? When moving! Great! I don't do that.
Death delivered.
Nice. Yeah, I think, oh, I have never done this before, but I think it's actually legit. The Coward's Foot on Ragnarok. Yeah, I don't care about that. Yeah, when she dies, she provides accuracy, but it's not important. I mean, I could just do this again, right?
Now that's gonna leave a mark.
And they cannot be removed, these buffs. They are what they are.
Mop up the gore. I'd hate to see plants using it as fertilizer.
Nobleman's Garb could be interesting. All right, we have it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Finger of Death.
My magic will shake the very foundations of this world.
The target loses 25%, 5% for bosses, of its maximum vigor and sanity, removes all buffs from the target, target loses all block and ward, ignores ward. Spell power increases the percentage damage that this deals. Fun fact, before release, spell power reduced the mana cost of Finger of Death. That was a little too strong. And it's still in a very strong state, especially if you have the Mana Essence, or the Essence of Mind, excuse me. Still very, very good. Great. And we have the Bone Daddies ready to sacrifice. Kirvets. Requiem. Now, truth be told, I don't really know what we're looking for here. We just want more bits, more bobs, and anything good. Hey, look. We got that back. It is Mimir. Fantastic. I couldn't remember if it was Mimir. But hey.
Now I will make mortals tremble before me.
Well,
even more than previously.
Foul demon. Devil born from the Blakest womb. The reason I picked up Fod. The elite monk. So, the monk. Foul creature. Abomination. Scourge against all mankind. This thing is horrifying. When he kills, he removes all buffs from my minions, and passively, his attacks ignore the target's armor, resistance, block, and ward. Your defenses mean nothing to the monk. If he so chooses, he can look at Niflheim and come pretty close to one-tapping him. So for this instance, we have a very useful tool. The Finger of Death. I'm thinking. Yeah, okay.
Death.
I'm going to pull this one. And then I'm going to pull that one. And here we go. Please don't die. He may go immediately into his stance because he's at half health. Nope. Oh, look, he even picked Niflheim. Fair and balanced. Okay, I'm going to stop her stance. Why? Why? He's berserk. What did I do to you? Really? Oh, by the way, this is the Acolyte. I know we got a little sidetracked. The Acolyte is a spellcaster, and when he dies, he deals damage to all minions. I'm thinking about... I forgot you have so much resistance. Pulling, yeah. So I'll... If I miss, I might delay here. No, I shouldn't. He is very evasive, the monk. All right, let's see if we hit him. Beautiful.
Grizzly salute.
Kaboom! Please don't kill me. Great. On higher difficulties, I know that sounds ridiculous, but on higher difficulties, that can actually, like, body you. It has caught me off guard. All right. We're full mana, too, and everything. Nice. We should have just done the grab.
Extinction of life.
We're going to go ahead and heal after this to bring Niflheim back up, so I'm not too worried about losing some HP here. All right.
My will is a tide that will wash away your pathetic civilization.
The Amulet of Power, +3 attack, +3 dread. That goes in this slot. So the Talisman of Power was just like an immediate power creep over this. But I guess you could argue it's technically more damage. Technically. The best kind of correct. Also, I completely forgot to switch my... I'm saving this for the block. It's fine. I completely forgot to switch to the Amulet of Perfection. I'll try and remember. I'm probably going to forget. But I'll try. Show me thy tongue. Why?
I'll take it as tribute.
Why? All right. So we are at our first important crux in the road, and I think we are going left. Quests? Sack? Coffin? Sack? Quest? Coffin? I will find this bloody tongue. Mark my words. I will have it! Or I won't. You know how it is. Yoink. Alright. This is really growing on me. I am really enjoying the Coward's Foot. Oh, he does have armor. I didn't think about that. That's fine.
Carve open their husks.
No. I don't think anyone... Oh, I think he can pull this guy. That attack that he sends in the rear is... I'm pretty sure that's a pull.
Perish.
We blocked it last time, so we didn't think about it too hard. But, yeah. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Your deflect means nothing to me when I can just go around it. I think we can kill here.
Terror will overflow.
Yep. Fate. Death. Potato, potato.
Mine is the winning side.
The void pendants. Oh. I had a fountain right here. It's fine. Alrighty-dighty. We're chilling. We're gonna get the ward next for Karnania, my goat. And we're going in. Give me a quest. Should you do something? It's so expensive to get any of these for Ragnarok. Give me a quest. Amidst the constant battles you have fought upon these hallowed cemetery grounds, this is a rare moment of peace, where only the march of the walking dead breaks the silence of the night. Only the towering gravestones and edifices stand as mute witnesses to your progress. But you cannot help but notice that some of them have offerings placed at their bases. A small alcove especially seems to radiate magic. It might hold useful items, but you wonder why they have not been taken by grave robbers. Order your troops to take whatever they can carry. While collection efforts proceed smoothly at first, the stone edifices suddenly start to shudder and move. In a few moments, they have assembled into fully formed gargoyles and advance upon your minions, fully intent on punishing those who have dared touch their offerings. You could run, or face these creatures to get the rest of the loot. You will take everything for your stockpile. This should look familiar. Okay. Yoink. Yoink. This is just a grave robbing event. It's not really that exciting. We're just here to steal, plunder, and pillage. I wasn't going to do this, but I've changed my mind. Now then.
Ah, your frail bodies fail you.
I want to get rid of them as fast as we possibly can. And that involves spitting, looting, stealing, magic. Cuts to the marrow. A little bit of overkill here, but
Your frail bodies fail you.
a little bit of overkill never hurt nobody. Except people it did hurt. I could battle Eternal, but I think I'd rather just calcinate. I think so. Yeah. Oh, they have both. We can just throw away some less useful items, like the ones we're about to get. Beautiful crit, Karnania. Didn't see that coming.
A predictable outcome.
Hey, look, the Venom Spikes are back. And the hatchet, wow! +2 attack, +2 dread. Great. Your hordes quickly overcome the Stone Guardians, and among the offerings you find items of real power. This must be the reason why no grave robber ever took them and pawned them off somewhere else. Great. Next up on the lists, Kirvets. Oh, Reforged. I believe this was made before Guild Wars Reforged, this list. So, Brian might have taken inspiration from Warcraft 3 Refunded. Mimir and the stupid Hawkeye. But that's okay.
Fetching.
The title Reforged has been reforged in my mind. I hate the alabaster skin. We are probably never using the leg cuffs. That's not our build, and we're not using the cannibals. Alright. Oh, my second nemesis. Oh, the position here sucks. Can I do this? Science. First of all, screw you. Then pull and delay. Cool, I think that works. This is the Justice, the Elite Justice. This is this floor's construct. Can I say this a few more times? She does not escape. She is immune to buffs and debuffs, and she is immune to stress attacks. After dying, she gives all allies +1 block and +1 ward. So usually I like to leave her for last, even though I did give her the finger. And you didn't move, huh? So much like the... Currently she has no armor. Why? Much like the Warden from the Catacombs, she is immune to most of the stuff that I try and do. So I don't like her. Oh, this trap has restored your block and ward, I see. I was hoping that when the Amazon took her turn, she would move backwards like a pull. The Elite Plague Doctor. The Plague Doctor is kind of similar.
This will be your...
to the Houndmaster that we faced previously. In that he is building up charges to then do something super duper special that hopefully we don't find out what it is. Honestly. I'm just gonna heal. I'm gonna kill you. Okay, truth be told, that's not the order in which I thought this was gonna go down, but that's okay. It works out perfectly. Because we kill that, she gives the block and ward to the Plague Doctor, and then I get to pull him, and I remove all of his block and ward, including his special bits. And then I do this. And then this.
My dispassionate executioner.
And then this. Huzzah!
As your suffering ends, your service begins.
So yeah, the Plague Doctor, he's kind of someone, I don't want to spoil any other ones. He's someone I usually forget, like, until he does his thing. If you ignore him until he does his thing, life is gonna be unfortunate for you. Wow, Kokutis is almost completely maxed. Look at that. You probably aren't going to max out evasion before the end of this, but... Oh, I ran out of Bone Daddies. It's fine. Kirvets strikes back. That's why there wasn't a space in there. Kirvets strikes back. Show me the Mimir. And the ashes of a burned witch. Ah, I wish. I wish. Ooh. Okay, so surely the Amazon's going to move back in this position, right? The Elite Amazon. Do you have your max accuracy? 188. That's not bad. All right. I must think. I must ponder the realities of our situation. That's really convenient that you can delay your second action. She did not move back? What? Huh. I gotta be honest. Oh, you son of a... Fine. You want to play this game?
Death.
Panic.
Savor these last few heartbeats.
Okay.
Give them no mercy.
Am I delay here with the Black Widow? Do I think I can double kill? If I use magic, I can, for sure, right? I am one wrath away. Oh, that's so gross. I could just spit on that thing.
You will soon embrace your new existence.
That wasn't quite what I had planned to do, but it's fine. Kaboom! Oh. That's fine. That's fine.
Brave are an excellent source of fresh corpses.
That's how I feel about your block and ward. It's not very often that we get to just, like, negate block and ward on people. But it is fun when I get to do it. Does he only have one charge of this? I guess we're going to let him go. Congratulations, you can do your action. Ow! I didn't want you to hurt me that much. Meanie pants. Oh, okay. That's a lot of damage. Another coward's foot. So this is a theory that we have. I call it a theory because it's never been confirmed. But I mean, if you're just watching, you're probably growing a little suspicious. Our theory, I say our because it's been working in our community. Solus, Brian, Kidovets, me, a few others. Where basically when you load up a save, when you create a save file, in the back end, something will happen where it selects a few items that it just wants to show you for that run. There are a few critical items we haven't seen at all. They have never been offered to us. And there are some that are incredibly rare, like the Mechanical Eye, the Ashes of the Burned Witch, that have shown up a multitude of times. That's our theory. And honestly, if we're going off straight anecdotal evidence, I think it's true. I think it is so true. So true, bestie. I mean, I should just get it, shouldn't I? Yep.
Ooh, this will do nicely.
This might be the first time in my 6 years of playing that I have completed the destruction tree before I've completed any other tree. Huh. So Skullfall is the other option down here at the bottom. This deals magic damage to all enemies and then sets them on fire for 3 turns, dealing 12 plus 24 damage per turn. With spell power improving the ignition effect. Skullfall is not bad. One of the problems is it does very little magic damage. We're at the point where, like, if someone has resistance on this floor, they're going to completely ignore the 24 magic damage. But it's not there for the magic damage. It's there to set them on fire. Because ignition is true damage. And that's a special tool that may help us later. Show me the tongue. Show me the tongue! I can't believe I haven't seen...
I can use this.
Oh, the Ronin. Good times. I can't believe we have not seen the good stuff. I mean, we've gotten some really good things, but the really high tier stuff, I don't think we've really seen. I mean, we got the Unholy Water, and the Coward's Foot is a pretty rare item. Yoink. I'm going to go on delay here. This is the Ronin. The Ronin is an evasive sod. I mean, you saw on the previous floor, really? Why I hate missing. But, here we go. So, Bushido is a stance. When attacked, retaliates against the attacking minion, dealing 100% physical damage, and he receives a 50 evasion while in this stance. I could throw the spear at him with Cocytus and try and interrupt him. I could. Or, I could do that. And I've made my choice.
Your frail bodies fail you.
I think this is the first... Well, I have used Soul Leash before. But I think... Really? Wow, this is super annoying. Huh. Because I pulled this one. I was really hoping that would kill. I think we'll delay with you. Yeah, I think Ragnarok's delaying. Then we'll put some block on Cookie just the second. Rude. I could even FOD this if I really wanted to. I think it's funny.
Maybe I'll craft this one into furniture.
So yeah, there's the power of FOD. Kind of defeats what I was going to do, but that's okay. This stupid trap. There are very few ways to remove traps and... Oh, you're running. Craven Dog. to remove traps in the game. And even more so for, like, enemy traps here. Huh. Can I kill you?
My dispassionate executioners.
I can try.
Grisly salute.
Okay. Not gonna lie, I 100% thought he was gonna get away. Mana. Even the Shambling Dead have a few tricks. You're right. Okay, that worked out in the end.
This world will be mine.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure the Unfrozens, I guess I could have tried it, but I'm pretty sure this, yeah, on the player's side. And then the other one's the Nurglith, right? I don't remember what it looks like. Remove all debuffs. Who else destroys traps? I thought there was one more character. Huh. Maybe there isn't. Mummy? No, he's also a cleanse. Yeah, trap destruction is very, very rare. I don't think I can do anything about that. It's kind of annoying. Do I want to block or do I want to ward? Fire block. Okay. This isn't that bad. I am debating putting on the Amulet of Perfection, though. I'm considering it strongly. Maybe we go back to power. And I could use one of these as well. The puppet, the creepy doll is fun, but I have to put on the shackles if I do that. We're saving Visage for the final boss, probably.
Finally,
Whatever.
this item finds its way
Into my capable hands. We've done fine with the thing so far. Let's run it down. We'll be okay. The Rose gives us a lot of burst damage. You know, I did this earlier and I kind of disliked it. I could go to the cocoon. Sure. Just in case. Hey, look. Ow. Ow. Ow.
Death predestined.
Yeah, there's really nothing... Nope. Really nothing I can do about that.
Strength through pain.
I think I have to go into the cocoon. I'd love to remove this guy's war, but I don't think I have the luxury.
Ooh, I hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
I think we can kill one of them this turn. Good. Okay, that was really close. That made a pretty good example of why that was a redirect. Why the Ring of the Cruel Leprechaun can be really scary. And the thing is that the Amulet of Perfection wouldn't have stopped that. It would have just meant that I lost less health. This probably kills.
Now that's gonna leave a mark.
Ooh, not prob. Okay, great. Fantastic. Cocoon. Cocoon? Cocoon. Get over here. Yeah, do that. There's definitely an argument to not...
Cool and deadly.
With the positioning that it had, like we did this before, where I pulled the hot plate forward so that I could chain them together. But I think there's a real case to be made to not do that. Because in the third position, the Viking can only do his physical attack where he... where he strips all of your armor. And that can really hurt, you know, if it hits.
A sad display for mortal kind.
Oh, hey, the glass dagger. Epic blood, the funeral coin. The glass dagger is also an interesting one. I actually quite like it. And if we're doing a really heavy block and ward build, this is pretty strong because it's bonus damage until a minion takes damage, which means the enemy has to get through your block and ward first. So if we wanted to move away from the Ring of the Cruel Leprechaun, we could put on the glass dagger and switch to the spiked rings.
Fetch.
I mean, I have enough wrath that I don't really need the bloody horn. It's just, you know, an extra layer of goodness. We have a lot of burst damage now, but this is definitely not an ideal situation. This is we're putting all of our eggs in one basket moment, you know? Alright, we need one more kid events. Is this the last one of the series? I think it is. It depends. We'll go here if I get what I'm looking for. Otherwise, we'll go to that one and just, you know, try our best.
Aha! This is what a necromancer's war machine looks like.
Return of the Kirvets. The final one. Show me what you've got. Yes! Wow. So this is one of the items I was looking for. The Drop of Divinity. I always call it the Tear of Divinity. But the Drop of Divinity increases all damage dealt by 15% and reduces all damage received by 15%. This, of course, is very good for any brawling character. Any of them. But, of course, this is 5% more damage reduction if you were to slap that on Karnania. We could stack it over the Stack of Bones, but the Stack of Bones is infinitely better. The real question is, we put it on a Ragnarok. She currently has no resistances. But she is healing. Why does it say 2 vigor? What? After each minion or enemy action, the Widow receives 6% vigor. At the start of each round. Okay, yeah, we're going over the chart. So yeah, the Drop of Divinity will make Ragnarok 15% tankier, and what little damage she does deal will deal a little bit more. So, I was waiting for this for a long time. Glad we found it. This quest. There are a number of things it could be. If it's the Ire quest, we might be in trouble. No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I have faith in us. Oh, yay, great. Any sufficiently large graveyard has a grave digger, but you do not expect to stumble upon this decrepit shell of a man. Someone who is both blind and deaf, crawling on the ground with a shovel in his grasp and hands and knees so black with dirt they seemed like they had been dunked in ink. You were about to simply pass the old fool by in disgust when, among his incoherent rambling, you hear him mutter something resembling necromantic incantations. You decide to investigate this broken creature, and you discover that the local gravedigger is a mad necromancer, forced to live like this after losing everything else in his life. While his mind may be gone, there is still knowledge to be gleaned. So, if I remember correctly, we're going back here, I can attempt to communicate with him, which has a fat experience reward, but usually fails, doesn't it? I can dissect him for parts, which I think is what I usually do, because I think this gives you epic bits. Or I can feed him to my minions, which I think is temporary health or something. It does emphasize temporary, so I don't really care, I gotta be honest. I usually dissect him, and I would 100% press this if I found the tongue, but we haven't found the tongue, and there's a high chance we're not going to find the tongue. So maybe I just YOLO the communication? We'll try.
Toss it with the rest.
The gravedigger flails his shovel around wildly and wails like a wounded animal. After realizing that he would not be of use to you, you put him down. Gross. Alright, let's exercise a little bit of caution.
It embellishes my undead features.
Is this good enough? Full caution? Nah, partial caution. Partial caution. Alright. Fuck you. Now what? If you say so. I thought long and hard about that. And this is the conclusion I came to. I wouldn't say it was a great one, but, you know, it was one. Alright, please don't do that. Or that. Or that. Or that. Okay. Well, that worked out. A lot of questionable choices were made, but I appreciate you all for seeing how they panned out and believing in me ever so slightly.
Grizzly salute.
Let the questionable decision-making continue. Alright. In the end, I don't think we need to be that concerned. I exercised extreme caution.
Death predestined.
Oh, look at that mana gain. Delectable. Great is the weapon
Toss them in with the rest.
that cuts on its own. I'm not sure we needed to. That's nice. Okay.
Soon this world will be mine.
So yeah, the Unfrozen had that 15% bonus damage from the glass dagger that whole fight. On top of that, they also had plus 12 accuracy. So the incredibly evasive Ronin and the semi-evasive Monk weren't a big issue. I think we're grabbing Calcination Mastery here.
Through transformation, the will becomes free.
So before we do the final fight, or, you know, any fight that I'm super scared of, we can pop a Calcination, even if we have 100 mana, and it will give us 15 spell power, which is about 15% more than we currently have. Not too shabby. All of our Digger Souls are being fed towards Karnania to try and get him his second stack of Ward, which it looks like he will after this combat. We did use the Mimir. We're chilling. Still chilling like a villain. Yeah, I think we're just done. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. Yoink. I'm gonna spit on that thing.
Extinction of life.
I'm really enjoying the Coward's Foots for the Black Widow. The Coward's Foot was added in the DLC. I kind of want to try and guarantee the kill here. But
Death predestined.
You got this, Nibelheim. Cool. Because the mechanic... Well, actually, hold on. Let me think about that. It was added in the DLC, but the werewolf was added later. So I guess the coward's foot came first? That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Grizzly salute.
I think so. Because the werewolf also has a second turn mechanic, but I don't like it as much. Because it has a bug, and I could never remember how it works. How the bug goes.
Comes.
But it's basically like his second turn is something you set up, and he has a trap mechanic. And depending on which of your bonus turns you use the trap on, it will like not, it'll consume your bonus action and allow you to do it or something. I don't remember.
Become part of the breathless tide.
But ever since then, I've kind of not used him a lot. Which maybe is foolish. Because it is still a good unit. But heal up with Cardania. And shank him.
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be done purging the world ahead of schedule.
Wow, the Lancet. We have the full spell power set, don't we? The Lancet, the Void, Pendant, the Ring of the Apocalypse, and I don't think there's a spell power robe. Oh, there is. My Cannoneer's Garb. Gotta be honest, that's not what I would have thought it was called. Yeah, we do have the full spell power set. That's about half of our natural spell power here at the end of the game. Which is scaling with our level, by the way. Where is it? Serpent's Skull. Oh, this isn't good, is it? After 5 turns, it's 15 luck and 15% bonus crit damage. This is 30.
Oh, for my future kingdom.
All right, we're going this way. I'm sorry. Is that quadruple Ronin? Why? Why? Have one of these. I think we've met most of the enemies. Let's not spoil the boss, though. I'm looking for the Ronin. There he is. He starts with 3? Okay, never mind. Really? Huh. Huh. Well, this is going to be annoying. So, quadruple Ronin.
Death.
Don't miss. Good. You know, I didn't think that through. Much.
This never gets old.
I was hoping that would work how I thought it would work, but it didn't.
Death.
Alright, get my little cocoon. So, the Ronins have a secret function, I guess we'll call it. Don't miss. Son of a bitch. Which is, when they are the... Uh-oh. The last unit on the fields. Don't miss. They will act twice. I don't know where it says that. Oh, here it is. When left alone in battle, acts twice each turn and deals 50% more damage. So we kind of want to kill everything here right now. Right now. If that's cool.
Perish.
Is it correct to kill... I think the correct choice is to delay here. It's kind of annoying, but I think it is. One will die to spider venom, and then two will act. I don't actually know how this works.
Ashes to ashes,
Dust to dust. Okay. It works how I thought it did. I wasn't sure if he would immediately get his bonus turn or not.
Another step towards my eternal kingdom.
That works out. A random enemy loses 30 luck until the battle ends. That is one of the worst headpieces. There are a lot of bad headpieces in this game, but that's one of the worst. Back to full health. We shall provide HP, or experience to... Wait, hold on, I need to think about this. We have everything. Yeah. To the minions! This, and this, and this don't mean anything for us. We have all this. We didn't really need an indiscriminate fire or love my bloody hands, but we got there in the end. And you could argue that these are useful, but the final boss dispels your buffs, so, like, is it really? Boom! 2 war, 2 block. Nailed it. 9 and 9. 909er. Vigor. Armor. Wow. Alright. This is the final opportunity for me to stumble upon...
It embellishes my undead features, no?
The tongue. It would be great if I could find it. All I need is one. Just one. Un solamente. I am once again in the curious quandary of whether I should have put him in that position, but it all worked out in the end.
Terror will overflow.
Oh. Okay. I just do that much spell damage. That's fine. Now imagine if I was doing an actual spell power build. What madness could I get away with then? Those are very peculiar. Because, like, on the one hand...
Death predestined.
They sound great, but on the other, they're best when combined with... I'm delaying here. When combined with secret spells.
One by one, life vanishes from this world.
A spell power build that has access to Chain Lightning is many times stronger than one that does not. Basically, is the short and long of it. Ow.
Grizzly salute.
Great. Colleen, in the end.
Mop up the gore. I'd hate to see plants using it as fertilizer.
The final node. Show me the glutton's tongue! Alright, game. Alright.
More for me.
So, the glutton's tongue... Oh, we're level 69, nice. The item that I was looking for reads... It's one of these. Gain 0.1% attack power for every part in your crypt. And we have roughly 520-ish parts. So we would gain roughly 52% attack damage. It's disgusting. Well, it would have been disgusting. But here we are. Alright, we are definitely unequipping the Ring of the Cruel Leprechaun. It's been fun.
It embellishes
My undead features. But it's going away. I don't mind the spiked rings. I don't mind the robes of potence. Our armor and resistance is okay on this fight, but it also is partially ignored, so I think it's worth not fretting over. And we're definitely going for the Terrifying Visage for 10% bonus damage. And I think we want the Emmet Perfection for the bonus Vigor, because it's going to be, they're going to be wearing on the Unfrozen as well. Is there anything that I think will really be helpful?
Rivers will run red.
We could technically go for the Infectious Lunacy, but I don't think it's worth it. So, the final fight. Let's see if there's anything we can spend before we just get to it. This boss is what some would call bullshit. And it has a universal. I guess I could consider... We probably don't want Coward's Foot. Although it would be helpful. We probably want to go for a long-term plan here, don't we? Could Hearts. But I think it's just plating. You could argue Unholy Water as well. Huh. Could also put on a Spiked Head for the means. Let's put on the plates. I mean, this is going to go hard on them. Put this back on. Okay. So the cheese. I'm going to try and beat this boss naturally. I'm going to give it a shot. We'll see what happens. But for reasons that'll make sense in a moment, the cheese is to make a bunch of the Cursed Flame Potions, which is a percentage AoE potion. You drop it, everything on the screen loses 5% of their max health and sanity, except for bosses, they lose 1%. Doesn't make a lot of sense in a moment, but you just build a bunch of these to the highest quality possible, and the boss will fall over. Ultra cheese, ultra good. We are going to try and do it naturally. I haven't used any potions. I usually don't use potions. And I'm trying to think if there's any I really want to use. Like, the obvious one is, like, maybe just get a vial of magic essence. A lot of these, on paper, sound really good, but trust me, they're not going to do anything. Against this boss in particular. Like, I don't know, should we just throw something in that gives me mana? Great, 30 mana.
With knowledge and will comes victory.
Oh, those are blue. Gross. Alright, some mana, great. Alright. Shall we do it? No? We must distill? I can't believe you taunted me this entire playthrough, but I resisted. We're distilling for Necromancy power to give us 10% increased damage and 10% reduced damage received. And we're going to go ahead and calcinate to get 40 mana, irrelevant, but to provide plus 15 spell power for the next fight. Alright. Let's sit up straight. See if we can rock their worlds. The final boss. We're just full wrathing it? I guess we're full wrathing it. Okay. Here we go. The enemies of the... I'm the enemy. The armies of the risen heroes lie broken and vanquished behind the arch necromancer and his shambling horde. Victory is so close, he can almost taste it. But as so often is the case, one last obstacle has manifested before him. An all too familiar obstacle. 4 faces, 4 sets of weapons drawn against him, forged and tempered to ensure his defeat. The 4 exalted heroes of yore come to battle their ancient enemy once more. History will indeed repeat itself on this day, but the outcome is not set in stone. The time has come for a brutal reckoning, and afterwards they will call him Master. Okay. These are the 4 heroes. These are the ones that slew Iratus a millennium ago and are back by the machinations of the Stranger. The the Paladin hero, does not escape. He has shared vigor and sanity with the other heroes, acts twice in a turn. Whenever a minion attacks this character, it is dealt 50% physical damage and interrupts stances. That's why you can't use the Dark Knight here. The Mage hero does not escape, ignores ward, has shared vigor and sanity, acts twice in a turn, and deals 50% damage to a minion whenever it moves. The Elven hero does not escape, ignores armor and resistance, has shared vigor and sanity with the other heroes, acts twice in a turn, and deals 40% damage to all minions each time Iratus casts a spell. And last but certainly not least, the Dwarven hero does not escape, ignores block, has shared vigor and sanity with the other heroes, acts twice in a turn, and after each miss it increases the 10 accuracy of all heroes and buffs their damage by 5% until the end of combat. This entire kit here was built to try and counter as many strategies as possible. It doesn't matter what you do, they're going to find a way to stop you. So they think. At least that's the plan. I think our spell utilization here is going to come down to the positioning of the enemies. Because I think we want to double... Alright, what is this again? While this stance has a 1% chance to redirect any attack against an ally to himself. Okay. So that's why the spell, or the potion is so good here. I just fought at him. And life is good. I think the correct play is to interrupt the stance.
Ah, your frail bodies fail you.
Oh. Whatever. This is why we got armor. Some of them ignore the armor and resistance, which is why it's not like a super reliable strategy. But it is still a good strategy. And of course, we are playing poison. I believe the mage hero is the one that gets rid of poison. So, I mean, it's not perfect. Maybe what is, you know? You know what I'm saying? I'm a little short on mana. I think I still have to rip it, though. Okay. Our next spell cast is Thoughting. I have a potion. I could have used the It's fine. It's fine. Fun. We'll drink this to say we did.
Rivers will run red.
Okay.
Your frail bodies fail.
Of course, we don't really want to be attacking the paladin if we can help it. You know, sometimes it can't be. Get in there. Get in there, hot stuff. Cool. Get to the fronts. This is Niflheim. Ignore you.
Grizzly salute.
Oh no, I cast a spell. Hit me. Hit me! The elf is the most vulnerable, so we're just going to try and hit her with everything too. Because of course, when we're double dipping, we're double damaging. Okay. We could dispel here. That might be the play. To get rid of the ward on everybody. Oof, that's unfortunate. Okay. Pull. Stance is gone. I'm surprised they haven't cleansed this yet. They have a lot of Spider Venom. Spider Venom really chunks these guys. But you know what else chunks them? Literally the finger of death. I think we've done it, team. It's not every day
This will do nicely.
that I get to destroy my foes
Hope there will still be enough left to
without
reanimate.
cheese. But I think the Unfrozen is beyond strength. Well done.
My will is a tide that will wash away your pathetic civilizations.
Not gonna lie, I might have lost it if this was the glutton's tongue. I might have lost it. That might have pushed me over the edge. But we never found it, which is, as ironic as it sounds, the best. Because like I said, I probably would have lost it if I found it right at the end. I wanted to find it and wield it against them, but I think we have safely proved the Unfrozen's pretty freaking good. We went with this team comp from start to finish. He rose to the occasion of every challenge on Eternal Harvest 1. We don't need to think about higher difficulties. They exist, but only in extreme min-maxing scenarios. If this could work on this difficulty, it can work. It's good. Now, to be fair, the Bone Daddy did a lot of work, as he always does. I had a plan if the Unfrozen was boring or like not entertaining, I guess. If I found the Vampire Fangs, which is another item we never found, I was gonna try a frontline Blood Phantasm. This is an idea I've had for a while, kind of lingering in the back of my mind. He heals himself based on the damage that he deals with his repeating attack. Also, because it hits twice as good for getting rid of block, at least early on. So there's a reality where if you try and like armor him up and give him the Vamp Fangs to double dip on his healing, he might be able to out-heal damage. Of course, we saw the damage of the cemetery here. That was not have been a great reality. But it could have been a fun, you know, interjectory thing. And Ragnarok, my goat, the Black Widow is just so universally good. I can't think of a single build where you don't want her. Even in, like, my favorite stress build is double Wraith frontline in the late game. For their, because they can get up to 100 evasion. They're like the only one, I think. I mean, the Shade can with his skills, but the Wraith just needs his feature. And her feature. And she can get up to 100% evasion. And so double Wraith in the front line, just burning everything down with curses. They don't need the Black Widow, but they have to brute force their way through Ward. They can't just strip it all willy-nilly like the Black Widow can. So, good times. Great times. Well done, everyone. Thank you for joining me on this glorious adventure. Let's collect our reward, shall we? It is a shame I never got to see the tongue, so this build can go even farther beyond if you get lucky. But, hey, who needs luck when you've got skill?
Well, that was quite fun, but it was merely an appetizer. You have stirred my anger, and I will come for you with an army beyond counting. Abandon all hope, ye who oppose me. For I am Iratus, Lord of the Dead.
GG easy. It's always a blast to return to Iratus. I love this game so dearly. As some of you have pointed out, every time I come back, I'm just giggling like a little schoolgirl. It's always fun. I felt like I did stuff I haven't done before, too. I mean, the Soul Leech to move people around, I've done that before, but usually I don't get it, so it's not really an option. And the Rain of Gore was fantastic. I know I've used that before in some of these builds, but I always feel like there's something I'm exploring that's new. But with the Unfrozen complete, Iratus can return to his crypt to take a nap. I know the whole point of this series was to be like, hey, I'm playing Heroes of Might and Magic Golden Era, and I'm happy to report that it's done very well for Unfrozen. They've already made their money back from development. They said they broke even. They've sold a ridiculous amount of copies. It has like a 90% positive rate. I'm happy for them. I haven't quite gotten into it yet. I felt like every time I was playing it, I was just going from one situation to bleeding to the next, you know? Like I was slowly bleeding out and I never got ahead of the curve. Of course, skill issue, but I'm not sure. I was going to Stephen White, my goat. That's Iratus. I was going to play the scenarios. They have like these handcrafted scenarios that are kind of like story realms, but I thought they were just handmade maps, but they're actually like puzzles with the game mechanics, and I usually don't enjoy that. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Maybe I'll wait and see how it progresses through early access. Maybe I'll try and come up with some funny scenarios to explore the other factions. Maybe I'll like them more than Necropolis. We'll see. It's on the table. But on the note of Iratus, the Lord of the Dead, my goat, look at him. Iratus will return for the annual meme sentence. I don't have any plans to come back until then. That, of course, is the 2-stream series on my birthday, November 26th. And I normally do a poll for it, but I actually know exactly what I want to do. Someone recommended a fun build that I've never done before. And it's a little meme-tastic. It's also a little competitive. You know, it's a little strong. It's similar to what I've done before, but I haven't gone all the way with the theme. So I'm going to lean all the way to the theme and see if we can make it work later this year. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following the series. I hope that you enjoyed the return to this fantastic video game. Thank you to the patrons and the channel members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you would like to stay up to date with anything happening on the channel, feel free to join the Discord description down below. And I will see you later this year. Bye-bye.